Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall. You're here with Randall Lefebvre, otherwise known as Drax Craven in the 6th world. Oh man, be a sweet Matrix title. Anyway, we're just around here exploring the Kreuzbassar, chatting with people around the area. Altruism often comes with an expiration date. Samuel Beckenbauer. At the sound of your approach, the orc turns to face you. He wears a severe expression, but there is a kindness in his eyes. Guten Tag, brother orc. Is there something I can do for you? I couldn't help overhearing your conversation. I take it that you run a charity of some sort? Yes, it isn't much, but we do what we can. Such as? Give me some specifics. In the past several years, I've established a shelter where the dispossessed can sleep, a soup kitchen to feed the hungry, and a library for the people of the Kreuzbassar to better themselves. It isn't much, I admit, but it's a start. A good start, Samuel. You mustn't be so hard on yourself. There are limits to what one man, even a determined man, can accomplish. This is true. Thankfully, some of the residents that I've helped over the years have come back around to help me. I've got 15 assorted orcs and trolls from all around the Kreuzbassar working with me now. They help me mend the soup line, stock the library shelves, and do all of the hundreds of other little things that a community organization needs done every day. These extraordinary individuals are living proof that what we do here has value. They are my inspiration to continue forward. She beams at the compliment. From her body language, it's clear that she idolizes Beckenbauer. Now, do you have any more questions? If not, I will bid you good day. I don't wish to sound self-important or rude, but there are many pressing matters that demand my time. Are you accepting donations? Yes, of course. We're actually desperate for them. Truth be told, people seem more intent on taking care of themselves than they are on providing for the less fortunate. Of course, these concepts are not unrelated. As poverty rates increase, so does the crime rate. Assisting the needy increases the quality of life for all. In any event, our shelter has some basic needs that desperately need to be filled. The walls of the shelter are not insulated, and new blankets would go a long way towards keeping our guests healthy and comfortable. Ideally, we'd like to purchase some space heaters as well. With 250 new yen, we could make the purchase. Of course, I do not expect you, a relative stranger to our cares, to contribute that much. Whatever you could spare would be greatly appreciated. No, I got your back. I've been there, man. I've been there. You can bet the double-decker has been there. This is incredibly generous. Thank you, mein Freund. Not a big deal, Sam. Do good with it. With this donation, we've reached our first goal. Thank you so much for your kind assistance. I'll put your contribution to work stocking the shelter with blankets and heaters. Not a problem. Please, do not downplay your contribution. You have shown kindness at a time when few others will. That means something. It means a great deal. I'd like to talk about your organization's policies. No, nothing for now. I'm just passing through. Who is this guy? Lane. Whoa! Before you stands a troll, though it is a stretch to say he is standing at all. His great mass is barely held upright by two vintage prosthetic legs, along with a crutch under one arm. His body clicks and hums with every shift of his weight. Despite these disabilities, his eyes are sharp and calculating. I know you? If you know Monica. Sure, I know Monica. You one of hers then? I'm double-decker, by the way. Good to meet you. Name's Alexi Lane. What do you do here, Mr. Lane? Ache and groan, mostly. Try not to be a bother. There's something you should know about Monica. Something happened to her on the run. How'd you know? It's written all over your face. I had a feeling besides. Monica almost always comes around after a run to check on everybody. She's long overdue, and now here you are in her place. So she's either severely wounded or outright dead. Which is it? Dead. The grizzled troll nods grimly. The servos in his prosthetics complain as he lets loose a heavy sigh. Now that is a shame. She was a hell of a runner, that one. And a good friend. I'll leave you be. I hate to be so blunt, but I don't know. One look at Lane makes me think that he can take it, you know? More so, he'd probably be offended if I tried to, He'd probably be offended if I tried to dumb it down for him or something. Ringing phone. It's an old, obsolete phone booth. The phone is ringing. Pick up the receiver. A monotone pitch-adjusted voice begins speaking almost immediately. The Shockwell Writer's contact for this Kias is no more. Double-Decker is listed as a follow-up contact. This is our only secured line to this Kias. Please listen to the following instructions carefully if you are a supporter of our cause. Who's this? The Shockwell Writer is fighting for the freedom and liberty of information in Berlin. The F-state manages many things, but information remains controlled. Corporations keep any information they can under lock and key, silencing dissent, silencing indiscretions, silencing the truth. Our goal is to liberate this information so that anyone who wishes may access it, and so that the F-state can regulate itself based on truth. We are simply a collective of like-minded individuals working towards this cause. Amen. We have phone booths in strategic locations throughout the city. Within each one you may find a request posted for specific information. If you can obtain a copy of this information, return here and submit it via the port below the receiver. We will verify the authenticity of this information remotely and post an undoctored copy of it onto the Matrix ourselves. It is our stated goal for this information to remain free to all. However, you will be compensated for sought-after information returned to this location. Keep an eye out. What the heck is this thing? A bizarre monument towers before you. At the top of the pedestal, the form of an angel stands, its outstretched wings looming over the small park. But the material is strange and uneven, giving the statue a cold, Frankenstein-esque appearance. It appears that the artist has welded this monument together from various metal scraps and pieces of junk. As you approach, a small, grimy monitor at the base of the statue flickers dimly to life. The grainy face of a smug young orc appears on screen. Hello there. I'm Herbert Kunzel, the creator of this monument. Would you like to know? Oh, interesting. Statue name. This is tribute to victory, the victory of anarchy. It is both a citation and parody of the statue we destroyed some 20 years ago. You may remember it from the history trids as Sagasal or Godelse. Tell me about the history. Isn't it obvious? The Siegesaal, a monument to the hubris of the Prussian state, gets blown to bits, so someone takes lots of bits and builds a monument to the hubris of anarchy. I mean, what more is there to say? Tell me about the artist. I am the visionary Herbert Kunzel from the Lindwurmer. You might know me from... Okay, well, there isn't much I'm known for yet, but I intend to change that. All art is born from misery, after all. When they said smug, they weren't kidding. That being said, I, kinda dig it. Semi. Warming herself in the dim light of a dying street lamp is a waif of a girl who looks far too worn for her years. The Mother Superior, she says there will be 7 for me to care for. I need to see to them. I wasn't aware of any convent or church nearby. She's there when I close my eyes, and I'm Maria. She says I'm going to be governess to the children. You notice a chipjack pointing out beneath the young woman's unruly hair. The vacant look in her eye marks her eyes mark her as a likely BTL junkie, lost between reality and any number of better-than-life virtual constructs. Yeah, Beatles for short. BTL chips give someone a simulated sensory experience that is better than life. It feels better than reality. I need money to get back to them. This story sounds familiar. Captain Von Trapp is very well known and respected. The poor dear lost his wife and the children, their mother. A child should not be without a mother, and a mother should not be without a child. Have you seen the captain? Look, do you know Monica? Monica? Is she one of the sisters at the Abbey? No, wait. Monica. A flicker of recognition fights through the haze in the young woman's eyes. Yes, Monica, she's good to me. Brings me food to eat and tea to drink. Oh, not anymore, sweetheart. No. I'm afraid I have some bad news. She died. I'm sorry, she did. The girl grips her head with claw-like hands, tugging at her hair as if she might pull her brain out through her skull. I don't like this, but I can't switch it off. The girl's frail body shudders and her eyes grow large, but she does not sob. Instead, she smiles a sad smile, which looks to be worn all too often. She will go to heaven, she told me. It's a place for good people, stillborn babies, and childhood pets. And she was a good person. The girl then begins to mumble to herself while fingering the hair that covers the jack. I'm gonna step away now. Yes, good. I need to rejoin the children. Okay. Things are clearly not alright with Simi. Doesn't seem like anything I can do about it right now, though. ARZ. Triage Cyber Clinic. Sweet, we got a fully stocked cyber clinic here? The Kreuzbassar is doing pretty well for itself. Xavier Esquivel. Fuck, that's a mouthful. As you approach the elf, you notice that he's in mid-conversation. His lips move rapidly, and his voice comes out in a low, quiet tone. The glossy plastic shell of high-grade comlink glints on his wrist. I'll try to listen in. Doing your best to look uninterested, you lean in slightly and strain your ears. You find that you can make out the doctor's end of the conversation. No. The price I'm quoting you is more than fair. Well below market value, in fact. If you can't pay it, that's your problem. Yes, I know that the price has gone up. This is a seller's market. Well, then you'll just have to find the money or go without. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I have a patient. He presses a button on his comlink and looks up at you, $1 million smile on his face. Sorry about the wait, my friend. Welcome to Triage Cyber Clinic. I'm Dr. Xavier Esquivel, and your name is... Double Decker. A pleasure. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you today? Alright, what's it got for medical supplies? Medkits. Oh, medkits on the cheap. Shit's cheap. What does he got for cyberware? Silvertech cyber arms, basic. Bonus hit points. Data jack conceals inside of Cyber Eye, favorite of spies and infiltrators. Interesting. Useful for deckers and riggers who don't want to sacrifice valuable headwear space. Oh, plus 8 hit points, plus 1 quickness for Anaz Technology cyber leg. Ares dermal plating, Shadowway's bone lacing, plastic. Plain old data jack, vision magnification eyes, basic. Extra plus 3% to hit. Anyway, so your essence is how much cyberware you can afford to jam into your body. Oh, I kind of want to buy some med kits, but I don't know what I'm going to need to spend money on yet. There's no real penalty in-game for getting too much cyberware, not that I'm familiar with. But, yeah, you can get some. It's good for you. Mortal flesh is weak. This elf has clearly seen better days. His skin is weathered and emaciated as though it has been stretched too tightly over his frame. Track marks line the crooks of his arm and dirty bandages wrap his knuckles. Despite all of this, he seems cheerful enough. The elf fixes his twinkling, bugged-out eyes on yours and offers you a broad smile, displaying a set of impossibly white teeth. When he speaks to you, his voice is surprisingly deep. Guten Tag, mein Freund. You here for some magic? Because Zack Flash is your magic man. Magic? Are you a street mage? Zack lets out a throaty, barking laugh. Street mage? Me? Do I look like a street mage to you? No, chummer, I'm not a street mage. I've got the magic in my blood and the magic in these bags. But you won't catch old Zack studying any spell books. What do you got? Oh, a little bit of everything. I've got your Zen and your Hyper, your Nitro and your Nova Coke if you want it. I've got it. I've even got a special concoction of my own design, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're serious about getting really high. You want to conduct a little business? Let's put the bandages on your hands. Oh, I'm not an elf, so I don't know. Oh, these? Nothing much, chummer. Nothing much. Tussle with a spirit back in Amsterdam. You know, we elves are very spiritual people. So you fought a spirit with your bare hands. Did I say fought? No, chummer. Zack Flash is a lover, not a fighter. We partied, then we tussled. Hard not to get banged up under the circumstance. What were you saying about elves? Elves, you know, my people. Our creatures of the spirit. We got the magic in our blood, whether we sling spells or not. I'm telling you, I've talked with spirits all my life, and it has nothing to do with praying to a totem or studying spell books. Between you and me, my mojo is stronger than any corp wage mages. Take those rat scum bastards that has technology. They cast spells all day and all night, right? Fire this and lightning that, just tossing them around like candy. Right. Well, me, I'm just doing my thing, not casting spells. I'm storing up my energy. I'm saving it. Can you imagine how much magic I have? I don't think that's how it works, Zach. Trust me, my friend. I have secret knowledge. Like I said, it's in the blood. Oh, fuck. God damn it. What happens when I examine his ears? Alright, maybe I'll have the opportunity to check him out again. So what's... Oh, nope, it's lost. It's lost! I don't have 3 biochecks, so I don't get to know. Fuck, I bet this guy isn't an elf. I bet he's a fucking poser. There are lots of humans out there that get cosmetic surgery to make them look like elves just because there's prestige in being an elf. This is the real deal, chummer. A proprietary blend designed and delivered by yours truly. Pharmaceutical-grade kamikaze cut with genuine spirit residue from the tear and then mixed with my secret blend of herbs and spices. You want to get high? Buy some Nova Coke and throw yourself a party. But if you want to soar, you get yourself some Flash. Show me what you got. Flash? +2 movement and +2 AP for 1 round? Oh, if you need it, you need it. Add strength and willpower, but a -2 to charisma and intelligence for 5 rounds. Combat stim that adds +2 body, +1 strength, and +1 willpower for 5 rounds. Pretty cool. I'm not gonna buy any drugs though. Maybe some other time. Gunari Metbach. Anyone over here? Nah. The Romani Patriarch is an impressive figure, an enormous man in his late 60s, burly and broad-chested despite his age. His voice is deep and resonant, and his breath is heavy with the stench of pipe tobacco. Davenbach style orc. You here to conduct some business? If so, I welcome you to Metbach Arms and Ammunition. If not, keep right on walking. I was actually hoping to ask you a few questions. You make a purchase, you can ask as many questions as you like. Make a big enough purchase, and who knows, I might even answer. In that case, I suppose I'm buying. Alright, weapons. What do we got? What do we got for rifles? Nothing I can afford. Ooh, a bat. Well, it's not as good as a machete, but it's better than nothing. It's also not as cool as a sword. Melee, cool sword. May do AP damage on a critical hit. Well, I do have melee abilities, but I don't have a melee weapon. Give me that bat. Ah, T-pose. Oh, geez, I wanted to see your outfits, too. SecureTech armored clothing. Kevlar is woven into the fabric, providing protection from most small arms. Grants +5 hit points. That's cool. What can you tell me about your merch? Ares, Seska, Fischetti, you name it. If it can be found on the continents, it can be acquired by Metbach Arms. Tell me about it. I don't discuss family matters with customers, let alone strangers. It's nothing personal, but the answer is no. Understood, Herr Metbach. No business today. Very well, Gajo, but if you come around again, you come with money, you come to buy, you understand? Move along now, Devlessa. Oh, how could I forget? The dancer. I always toss 5 new yen into the bag whenever I walk around this part of the neighborhood. What, man? She's got rent to pay, yo. Where in the hell? Oh, there we are. That's where I meant to go. Talismongers. Talis Kramer. Kramer? I don't know. Next time on Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall, we check out the Talismonger's house. Good night, everyone.